Welcome to the module on women's reproductive health and hygiene. By the end of this module, you will be able to explain the importance of women's reproductive health, identify various contraceptive methods, define the term informed consent, identify the various symptoms of sexually transmitted infections, STIs, and their prevention methods. Sonia is newly married. She runs a tailoring shop in her village. She receives a big order to stitch school uniforms for children. To complete this order on time, she thinks of hiring more women to work with her. Sonia is very happy due to her recent marriage and excited to receive such a big order. However, she is also worried that she might become pregnant. Several questions arise in Sonia's mind. What happens if I get pregnant? How will I complete the order? What can I do to plan when to have a baby? Who should I talk to? Just like Sonia, many other women face the challenge of managing both their family planning and their careers. According to the National Family Health Survey, 57% of women in India suffer from iron deficiency, anemia. Of this, 58.5% are women from urban areas and 53.8% women are from rural areas. Approximately 33% of Indian married women do not use any method of contraception. 73% of Indian women leave their jobs after childbirth. Even among those who return to work, 48% leave their jobs within 4 months. Because all these factors are linked, it's important for women to improve their sexual and reproductive well-being. What is contraception? Birth control or contraception means using medicines, condoms, other methods or operations to prevent pregnancy. There are 3 types of contraceptive methods: temporary or reversible contraceptives, barrier methods, permanent methods. Let us now learn about temporary or reversible contraceptive methods. What are temporary or reversible contraceptives? Temporary or reversible contraceptives are methods used to prevent pregnancy. They can be stopped whenever needed and pregnancy can be planned. These include various options such as oral contraceptive pill, injectable contraceptive, implant, hormonal IUS, intrauterine system, oral contraceptive pills, OCPs. This pill is taken at a fixed time every day and cannot be skipped. Centromen pills. Chaya and Saheli are examples of centromen pills. These need to be taken twice a week for the first 3 months. Later, only one pill needs to be taken once a week. Forgetting to take these pills can increase the risk of unwanted pregnancy. Remember, the ability to become pregnant again returns after stopping this contraceptive method. Injectable contraceptives are yet another temporary, reversible, contraceptive option. It is given by injection inside the muscle, intramuscular, or under the skin, subcutaneous. The effect of the injection lasts for 3 months, after which it needs to be administered again. Implant is another temporary and reversible contraceptive method. It is a thin, flexible rod that is inserted under the skin of a woman's upper arm. It prevents pregnancy for up to 3 years. The next temporary or reversible contraception method is hormonal IUS. It is a Y-shaped plastic device. It is inserted into the uterus, womb. It regularly releases a small amount of hormone. It remains effective for up to 5 years after insertion. Let us next understand what is a barrier method of contraception. Contraceptives, barrier methods, are methods that physically prevent sperm from reaching the egg so that pregnancy does not occur. The contraceptive acts as a kind of barrier or wall. This method includes male condoms, female condoms. Barrier methods include male and female condoms. These not only prevent pregnancy but also protect against sexually transmitted infections, STIs, and HIV. The good thing is that condoms are easily available in many types of stores and their price is also affordable. Now let us look at the permanent methods of contraception. What are permanent methods of contraception? Permanent contraceptive options are methods used by individuals or couples who have completed their family and do not want more children in the future. These methods are considered permanent because they usually cannot be reversed or reversing them is very difficult and less effective. This includes male sterilization or vasectomy, female sterilization or tubectomy. Let us take a look at the permanent male contraceptive option, male sterilization or vasectomy. This is a simple surgery in which the tubes carrying sperm are cut or sealed so that pregnancy cannot occur. It is considered a very effective and safe method. Permanent contraception, female sterilization or tubectomy. In this surgery, a woman's fallopian tubes, which carry eggs to the uterus, are cut or sealed. This prevents the egg and sperm from meeting, and pregnancy does not happen. Contraception for unplanned situations, emergency contraception. Emergency contraception, or EC, is a method used to prevent pregnancy after unprotected sex. It provides a safety net for unexpected situations. It is not a method of regular contraception. Here are some important points to remember when using EC. It should be taken within 72 hours of unprotected sex. It does not end any ongoing pregnancy. For continued protection, use a barrier method, like a condom, after emergency contraception. If you are sexually active, you should know about different contraceptive methods. This will help you make the right choice for your and your family's future. New generation contraceptive pills, OCPs, not only prevent pregnancy but also help regulate menstruation and reduce acne that occurs during periods. Informed choice is most important. A health consumer should receive complete information about the benefits and risks of all available contraceptive methods, including the right not to use any method, so that they can choose any method according to their wish. This also includes seeking advice on all information related to the chosen method. Let us now understand what is informed consent. Informed consent occurs when you receive complete information about the goals, potential risks, and benefits of any contraceptive method. You are also informed about all available options. After understanding this information, you willingly give your consent to choose a specific contraceptive method. Lack of hygiene and unsafe sexual practices increase the risk of reproductive tract infections, RTIs, urinary tract infections, UTIs, and sexually transmitted infections, STIs. Regular health checkups help you look after your reproductive health and learn how to prevent diseases. Sexually transmitted infections, or STIs, spread from one person to another through unsafe sexual contact. To avoid this, always use condoms during sexual intercourse and limit the number of your sexual partners. If you think you might have an STI, you and your partner should contact a doctor immediately. There can be many symptoms of STIs. These include abnormal vaginal discharge, itching, pain, sores, pain in the lower abdomen, pain during sexual intercourse. To protect yourself, you can use condoms. Also, it's important to clean yourself after sexual activity, which includes urinating and washing thoroughly. Another common infection is urinary tract infection, UTI. UTI symptoms are pain or burning sensation while urinating, frequent urination, strong urge to urinate even after the bladder is empty, blood in urine, pressure or cramping in the lower back or abdomen. To prevent urinary tract infection, UTI, and reproductive tract infection, RTI. Keep your reproductive organs clean daily. When cleaning, always wipe from front to back. Make sure to urinate within 20 minutes of sexual intercourse. Drink plenty of water to ensure waste products are continuously flushed out of your body. To prevent STIs, sexually transmitted infections, it's important to practice safe sexual behaviors. Consistently use condoms during sexual intercourse. Limit your number of sexual partners. If you or your partner suspect an STI, it's extremely important to get tested immediately. In this module, you learned why it's important to take care of your sexual and reproductive health, how to practice safe sexual behaviors, how to protect yourself from infections like STIs and UTIs, what the right to informed consent is and why it's important. Thank you.